Hello, this is a small discussion on how sorcerers use military assistance in demonic activity attacks. Now, in my previous video, I showed you how uh, astral projecting is a major part in what they use to target us, and obviously, being a target, I'm kind of not like normal people because um the things I do to try and connect with the Almighty. I deal with defense. I don't deal with attack. I don't attack anybody, but I defend myself, and I'm in tune spiritually to things as well. So when I sense other beings in my consciousness, and when I look at the research that's out there into this stuff, I get my concepts from actual data that's out there in the field. Now I know that our governments, East and West, have been investing heavily in looking at dark arts and the paranormal. So we won't know the full extent of their findings and results for at least 50 to 100 years. So they will start deploying these things, and you have to look out for it. But before you start believing in paranormal things, you have to eliminate what's possible. And this is a theory, and it is possible. So before I start believing in unshaped or otherworldly beings, the beings we have on this planet are capable of creating a scenario where you feel like you're under a complete domination from demonic power. Now, earlier this morning, I was lifting my weights, just personal achievements. Obviously, when you're targeted, your personal achievements are limited. Economically, I'm a nothing. Politically, I'm a nothing. And even socially, I'm a nothing. So my personal achievements are really that. Personal achievements, academic achievement, physical exertion achievements, or physical exercise, or weight training achievements, musical achievements. These are personal things that keep me going, because obviously I'm to lose out in socially, economically, and politically. So my personal achievements are there for just to keep me going, to stop me, just to help with my psychological well-being. So what I noticed today is like I was trying to break my personal record at this body weight, which is 95 kilograms on the bench. I ended up lifting 107.5 kilograms. The bench was designed to lift 60 kilograms, but I couldn't really afford a big one, so I was pushing it. And I don't have a spotter, so I couldn't really do my 1 rep max. So that was an achievement. But as I was lifting it, obviously, if you look at all my videos carefully, you know that I know how to identify those who are victimizing me. Those are people who feel like my personal achievements are a problem to them. People who peer themselves to me when they really shouldn't, because I'm in a different level, different class. So there's just normal reasons, just peer reasons that will cause me to be victimized. But then I noticed that there was as I was sensing these voices in me as I'm lifting, I sensed that there was being organized, as if there was some kind of military advice being given to them, military organization, where somebody was just telling them, okay, do that now. Okay, make yourself feel tired now. Yeah. Okay. Now he spotted you. Now you stop. Another one start. It seemed as if there was someone behind that, directing a group of people who are coming into my mind. Yeah, strategically, like they're carrying out a military operation. That's how I sensed that there must be some kind of military advice, yeah, being given to these sorcerers who are projecting themselves into my mind. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, they appear to be strategizing on a military scale. Yeah, yeah. So this also happens when they're trying to give you a disease. There will be someone coming into you who makes himself, starts to develop an affinity with you, to be friendly towards you, and start to carry on like his buddies with you. Yeah. And just to get you to trust him, to allow you to feel a sense of security. And then he starts advising you to feel fear of some kind. Then another one will come into you and start to distract you, by basically he'll come into you and start to make it like he's still sitting there, yeah, and it starts to make himself sneeze or feel like sneezing, and then he comes into you, and then you start to feel like sneezing because it's resonating in your mind. And this guy, who's your buddy by now, he's also in your mind. He's trying to act like you should be afraid. You should be afraid that you're starting to catch a cold. Oh, buddy, I think you're catching a cold. Yeah. While this one, he's actually trying to induce the cold in you. Yeah. So he sneezes. Yeah. And his astral body starts to sneeze, and then you start to sneeze. Yeah. Yeah. And this one will be sitting there all along. Yeah. He will also go into your body, observing all that. Yeah. I'm not sure if this one is the same one as this one, but I sense 3 different entities. And he will try to capitalize on anything, any error you make as you're trying to resist that cold. So if you take to sneezing, yeah, then he will reinforce that. Maybe he'll start sneezing. If you take to being scared of getting a cold, then he'll reinforce that. So they attack you like they're carrying out a military operation. This is how they induce diseases in us. Yeah. So that's why I said that there must be some kind of military component, either an ex-serviceman, because there's so many of them out in the field, or current serviceman. But I sensed that somebody's organizing them. These are sorcerers. They don't know anything. Yeah, they don't know how to organize themselves. He feels jealous. He just goes into you and tries to induce a cold. But they appear to have been to be getting organized somehow. Like somebody is actually starting to put them together in an organized, strategic way. So I just want you to bear in mind that the escalation that leads to most of your diseases, yeah, is caused by this and by some kind of organizer, shadowy organizer, who has a military component to them. Yeah, because only the military can strategize. If you ask the military, this is a joke I like to tell. Yeah, you know, why did the chicken cross the road? Yeah. Yeah, the jokes, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Why did the dinosaur cross the road? Because chickens had not been invented yet. Why did the military soldier cross the road? The military soldier crossed the road to strategically relocate to a position that's directly opposite his current location. That's my joke. I know this. Anyway, swiftly moving on. So there appears to be some kind of strategic arrangement and organization to the way I'm being attacked by these sorcerers. And I just wanted you to bear that in mind if you're going through this targeting and you're not 100% sure. It's nothing to do, there's no electronic device involved here. Yeah? Just astral bodies and projector bodies, and you, the target body, and an organizer, or a strategist, or an advisor. Be careful out there.